Good morning, all. Good morning. And it's another Monday, a blessed Monday. Thank God for waking me up and blessing me with another day, another Monday, another week. I hope and pray y'all are saying the same thing too. As you can see, I'm getting ready to do my grooming, and this is what I'm using today. Spa Scriptures glowing facial scrub. You see, it has vitamin C, niamide, and pineapple. You see, and I use this not every day, but maybe 2 times out of the week, and it smells just like pineapple. Yep. See, this is what it looked like. Squirt a little bit out. You take it and you just spread it over your face. It feels gritty, like grainy. And I just let it sit on my face for a little bit. And then when I get into the shower, I massage it all over my face. And then I wash it off. It brightens your skin and it gives it a glow, Well, I use other products on my face too, but not too many because I don't want to be breaking out. But yeah, But I don't use them all the time, like every day, I always give myself a treat. And you should too. Yeah, this is what I wanted to say though. I made an error when I said a mistake. When I said in the prior video, I mentioned gooseberries. And as I was talking in the video, I happened to say I mentioned gooseberries and I mentioned clamacherry. In the video, I happened to say gooseberries by mistake. It's the clamacherry I meant to say. That's the sticky one. That's the sticky one that you can glue stuff with. And yeah, I was listening to this lady on a video. I don't remember her name, but she's up there in age. She looks good for her age. Her face looks good and everything. But it's something that she said that caught my eye. And I had to Google it again because I did hear that it dried your skin out. But this is what she said. She was saying, whatever happened to the good old stuff that we use to clean our faces? Noxzema and alcohol. And then another comment was saying Vaseline and alcohol. Well, folks, I'm not trying to deter you from listening to her or doing what she said, or ma'am telling you what you should do, but alcohol dries your skin out. It dries your skin out. Maybe it works for you. Maybe it works for some, but it dries your skin out. So it's not advisable to be taking that and using it as a cleanser on your face because it dries your skin out. You can Google it or you can ask your doctor or somebody, because I'm not a professional, but I did Google it. And a long time ago, I did hear alcohol dries your skin out, So to actually take that and be cleaning your face with every day, it is not really good to use as a cleanser. I use alcohol, like if I shave my ingrown hairs that grows out on my chin, I shave it off I used to pluck them, but I stopped. This is a new one I bought. Well, I bought like 6. But, you know, I take this and I shave the hair off under here. It grows back, but I shave it off. I decided not to pluck them anymore because plucking makes it worse. I get big black bumps, big bumps, and they turn black. And it makes the hair even curve back inside even more. Like curl back inside even more. That's what I was told. And it seemed to be true. So I stopped doing that. So, you know, I don't have no dark marks under there anymore. So I just use that facial shaver, and that's how I take it off. So when I do that, I'll take a cotton swab and I would partially soak it in alcohol, and I will wipe under here. It gives a little sting because I get a few nick and naps from under there. But you know, when you go to the barber shop and stuff like that, well, I don't go to the barbers, but you know, I'm just saying, the barbers, they usually, like, if they shave back here from a man or whatever, you know, they usually take a little alcohol and they'll wipe here. That's to prevent any kind of germs, infection, or whatever. And then after I do that, you know, I'll take a napkin and I damp it with water, and I'll wipe it over here, you know, so the alcohol would not be left on my skin. I'll just take a little water and I'll wipe it off. And sometimes I use the peroxide, you know, to clean it off. You know, when I didn't have alcohol, you know, because I had ran out, but now I have some. So I use the peroxide too. And I'll do the same thing with a little water. Peroxide, you know, it prevents infection and stuff like that. I even put it in the wound when I take my ingrown toenails out, you know. I'll pour some in there. I showed it in a video before. If it bubbles up, I think it means you have an infection. No, if it bubbles up, you don't have an infection. I don't remember. Just Google it. But anyway, peroxide always bubbles up anyway. I think when it bubbles up, you don't have an infection. But you know, I put that in there, and then I'll let it sit for a little while, and then I'll put some Bacitration ointment inside the wound area. That way I wouldn't get an infection. If you don't do those things and you get an infection, your toe will swell up. It will swell up, believe you me. I know, because it happened before. So, yeah. But it's best to go to the foot doctor. Don't follow me. I do that for me. Because if you hit the eye inside by your toe, the side of your toe, if you hit the eye, you definitely will get an infection. And I had to learn the hard way. But I continue to take my ingrown toenail out anyway by myself, because I refuse to go to the doctors for them to take it out. First of all, they don't just take it out. They cut half of my toe off, plus the nail. And then, I mentioned this in a video before, and then they bandage it up. And a few months later, I have to go back again because the ingrown toenail keep growing. I wanted them to prevent it from growing, but you know how it is when you go to the doctors. They milk the insurance. They give you stuff to make you come back. They don't give you stuff to eliminate the problem. And a lot of you should know that by now. A lot of doctors on YouTube be talking about it all the time, you know. And that's why I say you should watch YouTube, you know, because a lot of doctors on there, you know, they give you great advice and stuff like that because they do it themselves. That's what they say, allegedly. They tell you about stuff that they use so it will prevent you from having the same problem occur over and over again. They eliminate it. They tell you about stuff to eliminate the problem. Yeah, so I haven't had an ingrown toenail in quite a while. Let me not talk too loud, because when I say something, it always happens. But I'm feeling my toes right now. As you can see, I'm feeling the edges. I always feel it with my toe to make sure I don't have no kind of hurt and feeling down there. Because if I do, that's when I know that they're coming back. But I haven't had one in a while. The last time I did one was like 2 months ago. I haven't had it in a while. And I did that over by my daughter's house. Because, you know, I have the clippers over there too. But, you know, when I take them out, I have to be really gentle, you know, be careful, because the eye is down in here. The eye is like down in here. This is what the foot doctor told me. The eye is here. There's an eye in here. The eye is here. So if you take the nail clipper and you dig too hard, or you pull the nail out too hard, you have to be gentle. You will get an infection, and then you will have, all here will be swollen, and then you can't walk. So to avoid all of that, take your butt to the foot doctor. Don't do like Dr. Juice, Dr. Ju-Ice here, you know. I doctor myself, okay? But yeah, be careful with the alcohol cleaning your face. For real. Maybe it worked for her. Well, apparently it worked for her, but in actuality, you're not supposed to clean your face with rubbing alcohol. Then someone said they use the green alcohol. I don't know about all of that. I know my great aunt, she used to use the green alcohol because she used to have a lot of pain. You know, she was elderly, and she used to have a lot of pain, and it's supposed to be like, it smells like wintergreen, something like that. She used to use that at night and massage her body with it. It made her feel better, but she never took it to clean her face with. And the smell, I don't really care for the smell, but someone said in the ladies' comment, they use the wintergreen alcohol. If it works for them, fine, but check that out before you go doing it, you know, because, you know, the face is a sensitive area, you know what I'm saying? And you can't just be cleaning or rubbing whatever on your face. It will break out. I'm dead serious. Yep. So you have to be careful. Yeah, so, you know, I'm letting this sit here for a little while, and then I will massage it while I'm in the tub. And yeah, wash it off. I have to do my hair today because I haven't done it in 2 days, you know, but it's fine. It looks good. It's fine. You know, I put the gel cream in it, so it's fine. Yeah. So I think later on I will go out on the balcony and I'll do me a little exercises. Or maybe I'll go downstairs to the gym. You know, they don't have a lot of machines in there. They have like 3, but it really doesn't matter as long as it can do something for me. I'll probably go down there later on. There's a bike in there. They have the weight. And then they have another one where you can do like pull-ups and stretches and stuff like that. So maybe later I'll do that, you know. I haven't gone out to the regular gym because, you know, yeah, Umana also has has the silver sneakers, so I can go there for free also. That's one of the perks that they have. They don't have the OTC card, and they make you pay for your medication. So, can't complain. But I haven't joined the gym because the one that was close by my house that I used to go to when I was with the WellCare, they moved. The building is empty. They supposed to be putting something back there, but I don't know. But anyway, that was close to me. But the others are in other areas, and I haven't really been able to go to them because, sometimes I'm over by my daughter's house, and, it's like kind of hard to get to. I'm not going to spend Uber money just to go to the gym. And I don't think there's one that's close by her house anyway, so and I don't want to ask my granddaughter just to drive me there. My granddaughter, she goes to another gym and she works. She was going to school for classes, but school is out right now. And that's the one that graduated already. She have a bachelor's degree, but she's studying to be a dentist. So you have to do what you have to do to get where you want to go. So I let her do what she has to do. I do what I have to do also. So yeah, there's a gym here in my building, so I'm gonna use that while I'm over here until I go back to their house, which is probably gonna be soon. But I'm just enjoying my stay here at my home. I love being at home. I love it. Like I said in a prior video, I used to be, when I was in New York, when I was home, I never liked being at home. I was never happy being at home. So I'm glad that over the years, finally, I came to the conclusion where I could say I love being at home. When your soul and your mind is restless, you're never happy when you're at home. You don't really be happy, period. You just be traveling from here to there and here to there, but you're never happy. But when your mind is free, is clear, you're happy. Then you're happy. Then you're happy wherever you are. You're happy. Then put it like that. So yeah, I am happy, and I love being at home. And here go another neighbor walking her dog. People get up in the mornings and they walk. Some, not all. They be walking. And having a dog, having a pet, that gives you the urge or the encouragement to actually get up and go out and walk around. When you don't have no animal or nothing, a lot of elderly folks, not even elderly folks, a lot of young folks too, they just don't have that in them to get up and go out and just take a little walk or nothing, or admire what God has put down here for all of us, the trees, the air, the beauty of everything. But folks, don't just sit around and do nothing because you don't have an animal to give you the encouragement. You have to get the encouragement on your own. So Like they have some people, they would not go walking or running or whatever unless they have someone to do it with them. You don't need nobody to give you that push. You can give your own self a push. I know there's people out there that need someone to give them a push. But if you think positive, just think positive. Just say to yourself, I'm going to take me a walk. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Just say that to yourself and mean it. And just take that first step and you'll see how far you'll go. Then you'll see that you don't really need no one to give you the push. You can do it by yourself. You mean to tell me if you ain't had nobody to give you that push, you would just sit there and let time and your life just run away from you? Oh no, oh no. You got to do better than that. I don't care how depressed you are, how much anxiety you have to get up and do something. Do something. Don't just lay up there, sit up there feeling sorry for yourself. You have to push yourself. You have to. I'm dead serious. Get up, take a shower, put on some fresh, pressed, clean clothes, put on some cream your body, whatever stuff you cream your body with. I don't use creams because I perspire a lot. I would use baby oil or vitamin E oil or mango oil, something. But creams and I don't get along. I perspire too much. But there's a lot of people that like to use lotion, cream, to each their own. But just do that with your body, Don't go out there looking all roughy, scruffy and all that, And just, put on a little body spray, a little perfume, something smell nice or whatever, Perfume and stuff is not expensive. Body sprays is not expensive. And keep those things in your house. Put a little deodorant on. They have the sprays. They have the unscented. They have the rub-on. They have the crystal ones, all that kind of stuff. Some people use lemons, whatever. As long as your arms don't stink, put something on. This lady told me once she don't use deodorant. To each their own, but I have to use deodorant because even if you stay in the house and you don't put on deodorant, your arms start to smell funky. So don't give me that about, oh, I don't use deodorant. No, my arms don't stink. Everybody's bodies stink. It smells, okay? So don't give me that crap. If you don't shower or any of that for a day, for 2 days, 3 days, for a whole week, a whole month, you be smelling like some dead something, okay? So don't give me that. Don't give me that. Oh, my body don't stink. Oh. It's BS. It's a lot of BS. That's why you got water. You got soap. You got body wash. You got all those things. Like I said, go to the Dollar Tree, the 99-cent store. Well, they don't really have a lot of 99-cent stores anymore. They close them down. But they have the Dollar Tree. They have Family Dollar. Deodorants and stuff is not expensive. It's very cheap. Avon even sell them because a lot of people still buy Avon. I'm not knocking Avon. I used to buy certain stuff from Avon, not no deodorants and stuff like that. Or they creams, certain perfumes I would buy. But most that I used to buy from them was the eyeliner and the eyeshadows. I didn't really care for the creams and all that kind of stuff. But there's a lot of people that they They live for Avon, and there's another one, I forgot the name, that sells all that. But you know, more power to them. But you know, get your little products and bathe and put these things on and take your butt outside and enjoy what God created for us. This beauty, this beauty. I'm looking out here at through the window, and I'm enjoying it. Just standing here looking out the window. You know what I'm saying? And I love this. I love this. I don't like when I'm like in a place where all I just see is dense forests, a river and a lake and dense forests. That depresses me. So I don't like living in areas like that. But like here where I am, you see buildings, you see cars, you see people moving around, you see the dogs, sometimes you see cats, you see the ducks, you see birds, you can see the sky. You can see everything right here where I'm at. I love being in areas where I could see out and see everything, you know, the beauty, and enjoy it. So, folks, that gives me the motivation when I get up in the morning to just want to get up and go outside and enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy it. Ooh. So, I'm just telling y'all, try it, try it. You don't need nobody to give you a push. No, you don't. You can push yourself. And you're not really pushing yourself. The Almighty gives you that push, but you have to want to do it first. Then He will push you even more, even further. Remember, you have to do it yourself. You have to. It's just like if you have kids, you give them the encouragement to do things, to go to school, to do things, you know. The same way you give them the encouragement, you give yourself the encouragement too. You know, you have to. Yeah. And you have to try to enjoy your life. We only have one life to live. When it's gone, it's gone. I don't know where we go after death. Some people claim we go to a different place, different places or whatever. I personally don't know because I didn't die yet. You know, but one day it will happen. And then I'll know where I'll be going. But some people died and they came back, you know, and they gave different kind of stories and stuff like that. But I don't know. So all I'm saying is while you're here on this earth, try to live life the best way you can, you know? Try not to do drugs, try not to get hooked on nothing, try not to go to jail, try not to go into stores and steal stuff to get arrested. Try not to do anything that's going to harm you. Because going in jail, you wasting your life too, because you sitting up in there for how many other years the judge give you. Your life is just running away. It's gone. It's wasted. Some people get out, some don't. So cherish your little life that you have. And even those that's in jail, you know, y'all already screwed up, so y'all in there. So you have to suffer the consequences. But you still have to try to survive in there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you turn Muslim, religious, and whatever, because you don't have nothing else to do. So there's nothing wrong with that. So you're still not wasting your time. You're studying. You start believing in something, in a being, you know? So, you know, take care of yourselves and try to live your life. Try to live it and try to enjoy it. I'm dead serious. Because you only got one. Peace out. Have a blessed Monday.